You talk about Singapore and supporting China joining the TPP, but at the same time, we have joined the IPEF. Well, Japan has joined the IPEF, but Japan has also joined the RCEP, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, in which China is a member. And we think that is the better approach, that it is possible for countries to have relations with America, to have relations with China, and to work with both. You may be closer to one than to the other. In the case of Japan, you have the US-Japan security partnership. What do you call it? Your defense treaty with the US. We don't have a treaty with the US, but we are a major security cooperation partner with the US. But at the same time, we have a lot of cooperation with China. And I think both sides understand that when we speak up for Singapore. We are not speaking on behalf of the US or on behalf of China, but for Singapore. And if from time to time we disagree with one party or the other, it's because Singapore's interests and principles are at stake. And I think that is a sustainable basis on which to work. You mentioned the US talking about democracies against autocracies as a frame for how they see the battle in Ukraine. We don't see it like that. We don't think that is helpful because if you take that view, then you're already defining China to be on the other side, together with Russia, opposed to the United States. And if you want to solve the Ukraine problem, and you do not want to worsen difficulties in the Asia-Pacific region, then I don't think it is helpful right from the start to toss the US-China relationship into the mix by saying this is democracies versus autocracies. We see it in Ukraine as an issue of international rules, international law, the UN Charter, independence, sovereignty, territorial integrity of nations, which should be inviolate and which have been violated by Russia, and therefore we have stood up to oppose it strongly. We voted for the motion in the General Assembly in the UN, and we've also imposed certain sanctions targeted on Russia and its financial institutions in order to hinder them from pursuing the war in Ukraine. I think that's a principled position which many countries will be able to accept to varying degrees, and I think it's a wiser way to deal with conflicts which are going to arise from time to time.